everyone. I am really excited to be sharing with you a new moon meditation for the new moon in Taurus today through tomorrow. And we're also obviously celebrating another special thing, which is Earth Day. So this meditation is going to be not only focused on the new moon energy, but also helping us to connect more to our beautiful planet, grounding our energy, and really being in celebration of our connection to one another, and how we can set very clear intentions to raise the vibration of not only ourselves individually, but also our communities, our families, our planet, our world, universe, really by getting very clear and focused on our hearts. And I would love for you to really kind of sit with that for a second as I'm talking, and getting yourselves into a nice comfortable position and be really relaxed and really comfy. If you have a blanket or if you have crystals that you like to meditate with, this is a great time to be utilizing them. I'm meditating with a Icelandic Quartz, which is better known as Nirvana Quartz, and it's a very high vibrational crystal that I just came across just a couple months ago. It's connected to the heart chakra and the crown. It's been amazing to work with my meditation these days, and of course I love having rose quartz and any type of amethyst or crystal quartz for meditation. Celestite is always wonderful. Celestite's the blue crystal that I talk about often. We had as the stone of the month last month for March. But any one that really is helping you right now or helps you to stay centered. I'm going to start with, we're going to clear our energy a little bit, and we're going to be, like I said, setting some intentions, and then I will be using a little bit of the sounding crystal bowl toward the end. And this is all going to be a lot of visualization, and then afterwards I'd like to just talk to you a little bit about some practices that I had received quite a few years ago that will assist in helping you come into a more conscious state, raising our frequency, going through some of the transformation that we're going through right now. If you have questions about that, or if you're not really understanding a lot of what I'm talking about when I say that, please feel free to email me or contact me to ask whatever questions you might have, and I can share information with you that way as well. So why don't we take a minute to close our eyes and take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And we're going to hold for 3 seconds and release through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose for 5. Hold for 3 and release. I want you to do this 3 more times. And now I would like you to imagine beautiful white light coming down, spiraling down from the sky, spiraling over your head, slowly spiraling down through your crown chakra, right over your head, spiraling down through your head, clearing away any negative thoughts, any worries, any anxiety, anything you might be holding on to in your mind that just seems to be difficult to release. Just imagine this light coming in and sweeping it away, filling that space with beautiful, positive energy, helping you to feel relaxed and free, allowing the light to spiral down through your throat, opening up your throat chakra, allowing us to just open up that area so we can express ourselves freely from our hearts, spiraling down through your shoulders, out through your arms and fingertips. This beautiful white light filled with positive energy is cleansing away anything we might be holding on to and clearing away any blockages that we might be holding on to in any particular parts of our body. So if you happen to notice as this light is coming through any parts of your body that might be feeling more tense, or that you might be feeling any kind of pain, imagine the light just really lingering in those areas and really kind of working to release that blocked energy. Allow the spiraling light to then come down through your chest, and take a nice deep breath when it reaches your heart, and notice the light expanding. I want you to then imagine the light spiraling down through your torso, through your solar plexus, above your belly button, down, clearing away any emotional debris that we may be holding on to that we haven't quite worked through yet. Just kind of clearing things up and replacing that energy with some nice peaceful energy flowing down beneath your belly button, flowing down to the sacral and down through your base of the spine where your root chakra is, flowing down through your legs and out through your feet and your toes. Imagine this beautiful light spiraling down deep into the earth. And I want you to imagine that this light is creating beautiful roots into the earth. We're going to anchor our energy into the planet through this light. As the light is in the deepest core of the earth, I want you to imagine that you are, as you breathing in this beautiful grounding earth energy back up into your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. Imagine it coming into your heart, expanding at your heart. Release, and as you release, imagine this energy spiraling back up into your throat, up through your crown, from your third eye, above your eyebrows, up through the crown, out up into the sky, and spiraling up into the good sky energy, where we're going to breathe that right back down into our hearts, breathing in divine energy, opening ourselves up to receiving into our hearts all that is divine and good and loving, into the heart space. Take a nice deep breath. Imagine this light expanding at least a few inches outside the body. Relax into this space and just feel yourself really surrendering to this beautiful light energy. Feel yourself just really letting go. And now we've kind of sat with this for a minute. I want you to imagine that light that is expanded by your heart. And to imagine the light that we just filled our entire bodies with is kind of sparkling. Imagine a kind of sparkling, beautiful light energy in your heart, opening up different parts of our heart to forgiveness, compassion, empathy, understanding, acceptance, and of course, unconditional love. And I want you to imagine that this light is spiraling right back down as it did before, back down into the earth. Coming down through the base of your spine. And we're going to imagine that as it's spiraling down into the earth, I want you to imagine that the roots that it's forming are actually becoming like roots of a tree. And I want you to imagine these roots as really strong, filled with strength and power and beautiful source energy. And even though they're just like the roots of a tree, they're glowing an aura with this beautiful light that they're filled with. And I want you to imagine that the rest of your body is becoming almost like the trunk of this tree. Strong standing, powerful, patient, here to observe, to give and receive in harmony. Coming back up to the crown of your head, which is right on top of your head, and I want you to imagine beautiful branches extending from your crown. And imagine this can be any type of tree that really resonates with you, and this tree could just be full of beautiful green leaves, or it could also have beautiful blossoms on it. What type of tree is it that you really love and enjoy seeing in nature? You can become that right now and really imagine that these branches are reaching far and up into the sky energy that we just brought into our hearts. I want you to imagine what a tree actually does. What is its purpose? What do you feel when you are standing near a tree or looking at trees, even if it's in a picture? But imagine yourself bringing that energy into your being and really connecting with it, understanding it, having compassion for it, loving it, feeling how grounding it is, and also feeling how it is a light energy as well. As much as it is grounding, it's also very light with its leaves as they might blow in the wind and sway with movement in the air. Notice how patient a tree must be as it stands in the same place for its entire life. To have tap into that patience and see that expanding within you. I want you to imagine that each branch has a stream of light that is going to stream off of each branch, and it's going to reach various different people that you know in your life. It can be even a group or an organization that you really want to send light to, that you want to support at this time, or it can be an individual that you really want to send love and light and strength and power to. Imagine that from each branch, and you can do this one at a time, or you can see it all at once, however your brain is processing this. But imagine that each branch, the tip of every branch, is sending a light beam to these various different people, or individuals or groups, and see them receiving this light. And imagine the light surrounding them and receiving the energy that we are just tapping into, that will empower them in whatever way they need to be empowered at this time. We all are maybe needing different things. We're all in different places in the process of our awakening and our transformation and on this journey, and so just maybe sending them whatever either you feel or are, setting the intention for them to receive whatever they may be needing now, even if it's not something that we actually know. Sometimes we don't know. But just sending them that pure light so that they can receive that and take that in and ground themselves in this energy. And then I would love for you to sit with this just for a few seconds and feel how beautiful it is to connect with all these other individuals and groups of people. There are many ways to connect with one another, and it doesn't necessarily have to be through all the ways we're used to connecting. And sometimes when we connect on a deeper level, it can be even more powerful and more impactful than we think. And we all have the ability to do this. So this is a really great practice to start doing. Maybe before you meditate or right after you meditate or during, obviously, like we're doing right now. Now I would like for you to imagine the tree that you've become. I want you to imagine like a beautiful circle of light around your tree, yourself. And I want you to almost like see it as a, maybe even like a bubble of light. And with each breath, I want you to imagine that it's expanding from the space that you're in and slowly just continually expanding with each breath. Just notice it expanding. I want you to notice it expanding outside of the room you're in, and then expanding outside of the house or apartment or office, wherever you are. Imagine it expanding outside of that. And then imagine it expanding to the limits of you or whatever town you're in. Imagine it expanding further. Imagine it expanding to the size of the entire city that you live in. And eventually imagine it expanding throughout our entire country. imagine it just continually expanding. And as we're doing this, what's happening is that we're overlapping our energy, connecting. And then imagine it expanding around the globe, around our planet. This beautiful, supportive energy. And as that's happening, I want you to just be setting some intentions. Whatever intentions you have right now for our planet. We're going to be doing some individual intentions too, but I want you to set some really specific intentions and see them and feel them as if they're already happening, as if they are absolutely 100% possible. I want you to envision that right now. So much that you're feeling it. I mean, really almost bringing up emotion inside of yourself because you can see it and feel it. And then imagine that this light is getting brighter and expanding out into the universe and connecting with all parts of our universe, parts that we may know about and parts that maybe we don't know about. Sending love and light, strength, and connection. I want you to imagine then that you are back into this tree form and coming back into your body form, but still seeing the light filling your body. I want you to see, almost imagine like your body is just completely filled with this white light right now. And if you were to look down, that would be all you see is this beautiful white light everywhere. And I want you to think about 3 intentions that you have for yourself right now. We're going to send these intentions out to the universe with this new moon that is very powerful. When we have a new moon, it's a perfect time for new beginnings. It's a perfect time to start over, and it's a perfect time to set intentions for what we would like to create. So take this opportunity to set at least 3 intentions. They can just be one word, they can be an idea, or they can be a whole concept of something, or whatever it is. Focus on one. I want you to imagine as you focus on the first one, sending it out almost like a beam of light from your heart, and see it going out into the universe. Whatever that looks like for you is perfectly fine. There's no wrong or right here. And then I would like for you to think of a second one, sending it out. And then a third. And if there's any intentions that you'd like to set for your family at this time, let's pick an intention for your family. Send it out to the universe. Now choose one for the entire planet. know we already did that, but I'd like you to send another one out for society, for our society as a whole. Now I'd like for you to slowly imagine yourself receiving all the loving energy that is available to you from the universe, from your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in. I want you to open up your heart, and I want you to imagine yourself receiving this energy. I'm going to do a little sounding as you are doing this. Open your heart, allow yourself to receive. Now, I would love for you to take a nice deep breath. Slowly come back to the present moment by wiggling your toes, fingers, maybe rolling your shoulders a little bit. And slowly opening your eyes as you are ready. I hope that this felt really good for you. I hope you feel more connected from taking the time to do this. This is really, really important right now to do as much meditation as possible, to go within and to really take the time to connect with your inner guidance system and understand that you have all the answers and all the truth within you. And searching there first, and then maybe looking to see what you find from that outside of you, but always going inside first, and you will know what's true for you. And this is extremely, extremely, extremely important. I can't emphasize that enough at this time. And I wanted to share with you that as we are moving into a higher consciousness, because that is what is happening right now, we on our planet, we're going through many changes, and as much as there's a lot of horrible things taking place and a lot of destruction, and there's a lot of things that are breaking down. Some of those things are difficult to see. There's positive changes that are going to come out of these things, and we are going to really need to stay in our heart space in order to experience this in a way that we need to. And so several years ago, I was given some very interesting instructions, I will say, to follow through some of my meditation that I was doing. And these instructions were basically to help me come into a more conscious life. And when I was practicing them, I really, felt it was what I was experiencing and how I was experiencing was on a whole nother level. And it was really helping me raise into other dimensions. I did do a course on this. It was called Living in Consciousness, and it is an amazing experience if you are able to practice it and really thoroughly practice it. And so I would love to share some of that with you at this time. And now what I would like to do is maybe give you, there's about 5 or 6 steps to this, and the first one I was going to share with you today would be then to practice for the rest of the week, and then I will share with you the next one next week, and so on. So each week in the beginning of the week I will share with you the next step. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to just practice it from the minute you wake up in the morning to when you go to bed at night. And it will seem very simple at first, but it's actually somewhat challenging because we have so many different ways that we typically do things, and other things tend to pull us and get in the way, especially our minds and our ego at times. So this is really a great practice to help become more present and become more aware of our behaviors and our patterns, and understanding where we could maybe take more time to improve how we look at things and our perspective, and really giving us more of a wider, more expansive perspective on things to help us become more connected to one another, and in love, come into love, which is where we all need to be all the time would be wonderful. And if you have any more questions about this after I share this, I'm going to certainly be able to provide you with more information. But for now, I would love to just kind of do it this way. So the first step is to love everything. Yes, everything. Love everything. When you wake up in the morning, from the minute you open your eyes, I want you to think about even the smallest thing to love, the easiest thing to love. It's best to start with the easiest thing. And I want you to try to, if something is bothering you or if something is deterring, I want you to try to find a space within yourself where you can find something about it to love. And even if it means you have to step away and come back to it and then try again, that's okay. And if you can't do this all day long, it's okay too. You can do it at different times throughout the day. This is a practice, so it takes time to really get into it. However, I will tell you, I practiced it one day, each instruction at a time. And of course, I wasn't perfect at it. It was the first time I was practicing it. By the end of the week, like I said, I was in a whole nother space and really enjoying life, I have to say. It was very blissful. So this is worth trying. So loving everything, loving, even little things that you have, around your room, obviously the people around you, that's a given, but even when you have to go to the store and there may be something that typically would bother you or typically annoy you or whatever, I want you to go in with the intention that you're going to love it anyway, in whatever way you can. So I want you to practice this week. Just try it out and see. We're in the middle of the week, so it's just a few days. Practice it until Sunday, and then I'll share with you the next step. But let me know how it goes. I'd love to get feedback. And again, thank you so much for watching this meditation, for watching it, for participating in it, and for, practicing the things that you do to take care of yourself, to raise your vibration and help raise the vibration of our beautiful earth, our Mother Earth. And I am so, so grateful for all of you. And I send you lots of love and light, and we'll see you soon.